Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. Today's date is 22nd May 2021, and we are doing lesson number 2, The Fortunate Peddler, from the textbook. So, in our previous class, we have read the story and we also discussed the word meanings. So, in today's class, we will be doing the explanation, the summary of the story. So the learning outcomes of today's class are: students will understand the main theme of the story and students will read the story with suitable stress and pronunciation. So let's do a quick recap of the word meanings that we have discussed in our previous class. So the first word was peddler. A peddler is a person who goes from place to place selling small goods, not big ones, okay? Remember, small goods, small things. Then strange. Strange means odd, which is unusual. Persisted means continued. So he continued doing the same work. Then enquired. Enquired means when we go to some office for asking some information, that is called enquired, okay? Then the next is insist. Insist means says firmly. Treasure. We all know what treasure is. Very valuable things, usually in the form of precious metals, precious stones or money. And the last one is chest, large, strong box. Okay. So these are some of the important words with their meanings. Now let us move towards the story, and today I am going to do the summary, the explanation of the story. Now this story is a folk tale which I have already told you, right? It's an English folk tale. A story which has been passed from one generation to another. And this story is all about dreams. How we follow our dreams, right? So this is about a peddler and his dreams. So let's start the story. So in this story, story goes back to 100 years, okay? And the peddler, there is a peddler. You know the peddler, I have already told you, a person who goes from place to place to selling small things. So that peddler lives in a Norfolk, and Norfolk is in England, okay? Now I have shown you the map, the distance between the Norfolk and the London. Remember the route, remember the distance. So the peddler's hometown is Norfolk, which is in England. And what is the peddler is having is a strange dream. So one day he told his wife that I was having a strange dream, and this dream I have been dreaming for the past few weeks. Then the wife asked the peddler that what was the dream that you were dreaming of. Then the peddler described about the dream to his wife, that I have been hearing a voice in my dream where the voice says that if you stand on the London Bridge, you will hear good news. So now we also get dreams, right? When we sleep, where at night, in the morning, we used to dream a lot of dreams. There are numerous dreams, right? But do we seriously trust our dreams? Do we follow our dreams? No, right? Because we don't think they become successful. They are true. So in the same way, the peddler also never thought that this is just a dream. This is just a voice that was saying in his dream. So he didn't believe in his dream. So, and moreover, he was just a small peddler. Okay, he was just a small peddler and he doesn't have enough money to go to London, stay there for so many days and stand on the London Bridge. And so this was very difficult for him. Now, he knows that if he had to go to London, then he will have to walk and sleep under the trees. But what happened is, his dream never stopped. His dream never stopped. It continued coming into, whenever he used to sleep, it continued coming in his dream. The voice used to call out, and he got really, really irritated with the voice and the dream. Then he told his wife that I must go to the London because this dream is getting I am having this dream more and more, and it is getting me irritated. So at least to find my own peace, I have to go to London. Then as he has decided to go to London, the peddler packed the things, whatever he required, like food and money. He packed all his things and walked all along the way to reach the London Bridge. And London Bridge is it's a center point, like we have center point now where bazaar and people they used to be there, and it's very commercial, it's very busy. So in the same way, London Bridge is also a very busy place. Now there were houses and shops on both the side of the London Bridge. Okay, now as soon as he reached there, the peddler, he every day he goes to the London Bridge. He stood on the London Bridge. He stands there on the London Bridge. He never spoke anything to anybody. Okay, he never spoke anything to anybody. Neither the people gave them anything, gave him anything. He was not doing anything there. He just stand on. Every day he wakes up in the morning. He goes to the bridge. He stands there and does nothing. He never talks with anyone. Not this one. The people used to come close to him. He does not sell everyone anything, being a peddler. So he just wait there, stand there with the hope that some good news will come. Okay. So it was like making a fool of himself by standing on the London Bridge. Then what happens? Days are passing, and suddenly one day he had no food or money left. All finished. Then he decided now what to do. He doesn't have any things to sell there at the London Bridge. So he decided to return back home. Then the shopkeeper came out of his shop, and the shopkeeper inquired, means he wanted to take some information from the peddler. He asked him that why I have seen you so many days standing here. You do not buy, nor you do not buy things or sell things. Why you stand here on the London Bridge? What do you do? Then the peddler told him that I used to have a dream, and it was continuously that voice was telling me to go to the London Bridge, stand here, and some good news will come. And then suddenly the man started laughing. And who is the man? The man is the shopkeeper. I mean, who believes in such kind of dream? So the man or the shopkeeper was laughing at him. Then he said, never believe in dreams. I too keep having a dream. Now, this is a very interesting point here. So the shopkeeper is also having dreams. And his dreams was that in his dream there used to be a voice similar to that of the peddler, and that voice used to tell him, means to tell the shopkeeper that he should go to Norfolk, and when he reached Norfolk, he will have to find a peddler's house, and there is an oak tree in his garden where near the oak tree he had to dig the ground. Okay, as soon as he will dig it out, then he will find a treasure. And what did the shopkeeper think about all these dreams? It was all nonsense according to him. So then he tells that even if I make a long journey to the Norfolk, I'm sure I will not find anything there. So he advises the peddler that forget the dream and go home. But the peddler knows something. He got the secret. So what happened? The secret is that who is the peddler that the shopkeeper was dreaming of? The voice was telling the shopkeeper that he will have to go to the Norfolk to find a peddler, right? But who is the peddler? The peddler is that particular peddler. Now the peddler hurried back home to Norfolk. He went to his garden, and in his garden there was a big oak tree, and he started digging under the oak tree. And suddenly what happened? A chest full of gold coin, a strong box full of gold coin. He found it. And what happened after that? Obviously, the peddler was a poor man, but after finding the gold chest full of gold coins, he was no longer poor, and he lived his life happily after that, because he chased his dreams, means he followed his dreams, right? And then after getting that chest of gold, it is said that he had made a statue of himself with a pack means the bag, okay? So with the pack on his back, and that statue showed him walking towards the London Bridge, so where he heard the good news. And who gave the good news? The shopkeeper gave the good news. So ultimately, at a certain point, he got the good news. So what is the meaning of the story? The meaning of the story is that the theme or the main idea of the story is that we have to be patient while following our dreams. See, in one go, we are not going to get, or we are not going to fulfill all our dreams. We have to struggle, like the peddler. He went to the London Bridge. He went every day to the London Bridge. He stand there without doing anything. He stand there. He hoped that some good news will come. But he never got the good news, right? His all food and money was over. But at the end of the when he was returning back to the Norfolk, he heard the good news. So there is a ray of hope every time. So it is not that we are not going to get good news. We have to be persistent. We have to be chasing. We have to be following our dreams continuously. Then only we can success in life. Otherwise, if we don't follow our dreams, we are not going to get success. Dreams are something which keeps us improving and encouraging us. They encourage us to move more and more towards our aim or the goal. So this is why we should dream, and we should follow. After dreaming, we should follow that dream to make it a successful. This is the whole theme of the poem. And the main characters of the story are the peddler, the peddler's wife, and the shopkeeper. But the peddler and the shopkeeper are the most important characters, because the peddler, whatever the peddler saw in the dream is about the London Bridge, right? And whatever the shopkeeper saw in his dream was the peddler house, right? So these are two both contrast. But if both of them would have, even if if the shopkeeper would also have followed his dream, then he might also become a rich, right? But we never know. But the shopkeeper didn't follow his dream. But the peddler, he followed his dream. He walked the long way to the London Bridge. He slept under the trees. He did his hard work. It was a hurdle for him. But at the end, what happened? Happiness came to him. As he chased his dream, he followed his dream. His dream got succeeded, right? So this is what the whole story is about. I hope you have understood the story. Read the story once more, then you are going to understand what is the main theme or the central idea of the poem that the story is telling us. So here I am going to end my class. Thank you.